Justice has just announced Walt Green, the U.S. Attorney for the Middle District of Louisiana, has to resign.
Two of your top local headlines. FEMA is announcing those impacted by last week's tornadoes in Livingston Parish may apply for disaster assistance.
The residents of Livingston and Orleans parishes will have until March 15th to apply for disaster unemployment assistance. All the paperwork and documentation must be filled out there within 21 days from the initial application. For more details and to apply for aid, visit laworks.net.
Some time between a trip to Cuba, dealing with natural disasters, and 3 special sessions, Governor Edwards has found time for a bit of fundraising. In his first year, the governor raised an estimated $3.3 million for his expected 2019 re-election bid. But he's not the only one raising funds. Attorney General Jeff Landry has reportedly raised just over $500,000 for his own potential bid.
Leonard Fournette may have left LSU, but his heart's still with his fellow Tigers. His website, OregonNation.com, announcing a scholarship contest for students impacted by cuts to the TOPS program. How about this? In order to qualify for the scholarship, applicants must submit a 250-word essay on the topic, why being united is important to you. Essays can be emailed to scholarships@OregonNation.com. The deadline, July 1st.
At 6:52, former Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal is throwing his support behind President-elect Trump's pick for Secretary of Education. Betsy Devos.
Yeah, this weekend, Jindal praising Trump for going with an outsider and looking at the, quote, big picture. Both Jindal and Devos have been proponents of charter schools and taxpayer-funded vouchers for private schools. According to NOLA.com, the billionaire and her charities have contributed to Jindal's campaigns and supported his education policies.
Louisiana's First Circuit Court of Appeals has a new face. Republican Judge Allison Pinzano has taken over Ernie Drake Jr.'s seat. He retired back in October before the end of his term. Pinzano previously worked for the 22nd District Court for St. Tammany and Washington parishes. She has more than 35 years of experience and ran unopposed.
And of course, big birthday wish for Baton Rouge. 200 years ago today, Governor Jacques Villeray signed the legislative act incorporating Baton Rouge. Today, Downtown Business Association going to be hosting a free celebration in honor of the big day. There can also be other events, of course, throughout the year commemorating the city's 200th birthday.
Entergy is breaking ground on a new plant in St. Charles Parish, and the company says it's going to be one of the cleanest.
They say the combined cycle gas power plant carbon dioxide emission going to be about 40% lower than most of their current plants. The new plant will use heat waste from gas turbines to power a steam turbine and generate power. Officials predict the construction is going to generate about 700 jobs, at least 31 full-time jobs once that plant is up and running. You know, last year, Louisiana Attorney General Jeff Landry won a lawsuit contesting an LGBT rights order enacted by Governor John Bel Edwards.
Now, Democrats are calling Landry out for not contesting Donald Trump's decision to keep a similar federal protection. A spokesperson for Landry said Edwards sought to create law beyond his constitutional authority, while Trump relied upon existing law and authority. Federal agents raid the Los Angeles headquarters of Celerity Charter Schools. This was on Wednesday.
You know, the organization operates 4 charter schools in Louisiana, and actually 3 here in Baton Rouge. A report from the LA Times claims Celerity's leaders are accused of participating in some questionable fiscal practices, including borrowing money from one school to pay another school's bills, spending money on expenses unrelated to education. Celerity's leaders deny any wrongdoing.
The Baton Rouge Fire Department wants to make sure your holiday is a safe one.
Yeah, the department's saying it's important, of course, not to leave the food unattended while cooking. They also say it's important to keep children safe by keeping them away from hot surfaces and hot food as well. BRFD also suggesting monitoring decorations like candles, making sure all appliances, knives, and flammables are stored safely.
Flag football with the family before digging into a Thanksgiving feast. That's a tradition for many. Well, for Ed Orgeron and his Fighting Tigers, there's more than bragging rights on the line. The 6-4 Tigers will face off against the 8-3 Aggies of Texas A&M in College Station tomorrow. LSU has won the last 5 matchups, but both are looking for a win after both teams lost their last SEC matchups. The Tigers will take the field around 6:30 for their final game of the regular season. Our very own Jacques Doucet will be at Kyle Field with updates throughout the day, and that is quite the environment to play in.
It really is. Tigers right now almost a touchdown favorite, but they were almost a 2-touchdown favorite against Florida, so
never know.
Lines don't matter. We'll see.